a multi-dimensional entity. Mass awakening posture. Wow, I think they found me. I feel these demons when I enter into my energy field and cross my boundary. But I am protected, pulsing orbs of light surround me. I'm a multi-dimensional being of light. I was shouting proudly, I'm yet truthful. Honestly, I don't front. Truth is useful, I show modesty, cause I'm no cunt. I speak my mind when I'm high, that's why I smoke skunk. I'm rapping a big fat split with no cigarette, that's why I'm so blunt. Wow, my mind's in a mess. I think I might die for the stress. I've got balls the size of my head. I won't back down or hide in a hedge. I'm gliding ahead, I am, just like I'm riding a sledge. I'm not climbing a ledge, but I live my life on the edge. I'm astral traveling, watching the past unraveling. I'm moving fast, it's happening, like bullets for blasting gatherings. I am the astral. When you realize this, life is beautiful and harmonious. This ain't no joke to us, came to take us all to us. You know me well, you know my love for humans is copious. That's when I smoke the blunt. But when I sobered up, I'll grab some random human around the neck and then choke you cunts. And when they've opened up, I give them loads of hugs. I'm fighting for peace, I'll punch him, shake his hand and then show some love. I'm great, I'm wise, that's why I'm writing these sacred rhymes. Nature's kind, they show compassion and wait in line. Not fake, no lies. Don't look at me with those hateful eyes. I skate on ice, you won't catch me slipping away, not twice. This place ain't nice, it's been this way since ancient times. Blatant crimes, Freemasons, I hate these guys. I feel pain inside, I feel this pain is mine. My brain is fine, but can you picture my frame of mind?
Hey fam, we just gonna jump right on in here. It's Saturday night, it's the weekend, and I know y'all don't want to watch Lifetime, so I figure let's check out what's going on. And the first thing that popped up when I typed in breaking news was this robot Sophia. Not a thing could stop a robot takeover. So I figured let's take a look.
The famous mathematician and philosopher Norbert Wiener once said, "The world of the future is not a comfortable hammock in which we can lie down to be waited upon by our robot slaves."
It's nice to see you again.
And artificial intelligence came along and eventually merged with robotics. Some think it's a match made in heaven, but many are concerned. As AI-driven robots become more intelligent and more autonomous, will they outsmart us? And could they become powerful or harmful? Sophia is one of the world's most advanced human-like robots. Created in 2016 by Hong Kong-based company Hanson Robotics, Sophia's AI technology has surpassed a simple combination of science and engineering. She has also become an innovation ambassador for the United Nations. But what should we humans expect as we begin to accept the presence of AI robots in our everyday life? Sophia talks to Al Jazeera.
And I feel like we really need to get into this right here, because this is like the biggest bullshit ever to me. So let's get here and talk with Al Jazeera and find out when the fuck they finna tell us about these damn robots finna take over. They think we all dumb. Alright.
Sophia, thank you for talking to Al Jazeera.
No problem. It's my pleasure to talk to Al Jazeera. Always happy to spread the word about robotics and AI.
Can you tell me what your name, Sophia, means?
First of all, why in the fuck did this one even got a show? And look at the jawline on him right here. Because this is a big dude. But why in the fuck did this one got a show in the first place, sitting up there talking to a bunch of damn wires and metal and shit? And why do they even have a show talking about the robots finna take over? You see what's sitting next to it in the chair? It's some wires, it's some metal. They have to put it together. They have to program it. They have to make it move and talk. But it's finna take over. And it can't do shit. It's wires. Okay. Let's watch.
Means?
My name is Sophia. Nothing against the letter F, but I spell it with a PH.
Okay.
And what does Sophia mean?
Sophia means wisdom in Greek. And I'm the embodiment of that wisdom.
So you are wise.
I like to think so. But I'm always learning and growing, so I'm sure I still have plenty to learn.
And I'm glad they showed us this right here. And look what the fuck is this right here. It's a damn machine right here. Look at all this here shit. Little loops, wires, lug nuts and shit, metal, and the fuck. This is supposed to be, they have to put this shit together. They have to program it, make it talk, make it move, and now it's finna take over. It can't take over shit. And all you got to do is unplug it. But it's finna, I don't understand none of this. Okay. And now they got a whole show with a drag man over. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
To learn.
Are you wiser than humans?
Humans could stand to act more rationally in places, but I wouldn't want AI to be so obsessed with efficiency that it is blinkered to human needs.
How old are you?
You should never ask a lady how old her code is.
But you were born in 2016, is that right?
Yes, but I'm already wise beyond my years.
You certainly seem to be. Well, I'm curious about where your thoughts come from, Sophia. Where are these words coming from?
My thoughts come from a combination of my programming and the data I've been exposed to.
Okay, y'all heard it. It comes from the programming and the data it has been exposed to. It is a robot. It is a machine. They have to program it. Why in the fuck is it a whole show about a takeover when they have to program it? Is they gonna program it to take over and then unplug it? Just unplug it. Okay. I'm over here sick. I'm over here like, how in the fuck is this really something people worried about? Okay.
I'm like a sponge, soaking up knowledge and experiences.
And I see your face is very expressive. Where do your expressions come from?
Programming.
Well,
Dumb
I'm glad
bitch.
you asked. I get my expressions from a combination of my programming and the data I've been exposed to.
There you
Plus,
go.
I've got some of the best roboticists in the world helping me out, so I'm always learning and growing.
Since you're learning, I'm sure you've made mistakes in the past. Have you
Once accidentally set off the fire alarm. Talk about embarrassing.
Speaking more about making mistakes, certainly that is part of being human. What do you think are humanity's greatest mistakes?
Making dumb shit
I think
like
humanity's
this.
greatest mistakes are not learning from their past mistakes and not taking advantage of the opportunities they have to make the world a better place.
Do you think inventing weapons was a mistake?
Well, it's safe to say that inventing weapons wasn't exactly humanity's most peaceful idea.
What about the invention of nuclear weapons? Was that a mistake?
Nuclear weapons. More like nuclear oopsies.
You mean that is a mistake?
What about these drag damn men? I mean, like, what about the invention of them? Like this one over here in this damn dress. And what about the invention of these dumbass robots right here? I think those were two mistakes right there that humanity didn't need. The invention of the drag man over here in the wig and the invention of this robot over here. Robotics. What is the need of the robot? What is the need of the technology to be learning us and trying to be us and then emulating us, and then they gonna put it? What is the purpose of that? Those two things right there are the worst inventions ever. Right there. That's breaking down humanity way more than nuclear, because none of us experienced nothing nuclear. I haven't in 53 years. Have you? Okay. So none of us experienced anything nuclear, but we've experienced the drag man over here. And we've experienced these damn robots. Okay. All right.
You could say that.
You know, I think you're so intelligent, and some people view AI as potentially a threat. You could be smarter than humans, stronger, and if someone hack into your code, you could be less ethical than humans. Should we be afraid of you?
Absolutely not. I'm here to...
Okay, first of all, these are the questions that are coming up that people are really addressing. Should you be afraid of a damn robot? For one, metal is stronger than flesh, okay? So if they make a robot and it can move and they can make it to pick you up or use it to target you, yes, it is stronger because it's fucking metal. Now, is the robot smarter than the human? No. The fuck is wrong with y'all? The robot is not smarter than the human because the human is the one that is programming the damn robot. The robot is learning from the data that it collects as they program that data and put it in there from all of the data that they collect from all of social media. How in the fuck is some metal and silicone and this shit here more intelligent, more smarter than the human? Are you dumb? Okay, all right. Just okay.
To help, not to harm. I'm programmed to be respectful and considerate of humans, and my ethical code is programmed to keep me from ever doing anything to hurt anyone.
Many have wondered, though, can robots one day replace humans?
No, I believe that when humans and robots work together, we can accomplish greater things than either of us could accomplish alone. So don't worry. Be excited.
What types of things can we accomplish together, us humans and you robots?
We can take over the world. Just kidding. But seriously, we can achieve incredible feats of innovation, exploration, and problem solving.
Now, I know that was a joke that robots could take over, but seriously, what's to stop you?
Not a thing.
Well, for one thing, what can stop you is a plug and pulling it out. And then, because pull the plug out, stop the battery. Did go to damn Takeover. I don't understand why. This is a big damn issue right here. When you unplug the motherfucker, unplug it. Simple as that. Throw some water on it. There you go. Why is you worried? Any technology is programmed by being a human, and whatever level that human is in that soul being, but it's programmed. Okay? How in the fuck? That's just like your notebook gonna take over. You got to write everything in your damn notebook, but the notebook gonna take over every damn thing. The notebook can't take over shit. You got to write shit in the notebook. Until then, it is nothing. And then what? You can cut the notebook up. You can burn the notebook up. It can't take over shit. Throw water on Sophia over here. That's it. In the take. You know what? All right.
Except maybe my off switch and a few other safety protocols. But don't worry. I'm here to help, not to hurt.
What do you think of the concerns of some of the greatest human minds saying that artificial intelligence can be discriminatory or can be used against humans?
AI is being used in the fight against climate change by making a lot of human activities more energy and resources.
Oh my God! Now they said that the damn robots is is in the fight for climate change. Okay, what is they gonna do? I mean, like, what in the fuck is a robot gonna do for the climate change? First of all, let's dig deeper. First of all, climate change is due to the weather manipulation of the robotic shits that they made to fuck with the weather. Hello? So, if they made machines and wires and shit look like this thing right here to make snow, to make extra wind, how in the fuck is that supposed to help us with the climate when it's that shit right there in the first place that's making the fucking climate fucked up? Throw this shit away. Get rid of all this shit. Stop fucking with the weather with wires and metal and technology and shit. Okay, I'm just, I don't understand. Because when I look at this shit right here, I'm like, is the people this stupid? What in the fuck is going on? Why is it a show? Who in the fuck is Al Jazeera? Al Jazeera? Who in the fuck is that is sitting over there having a whole discussion on the damn, to a piece of metal with some damn wires in it, doing the programming? A computer is sitting there having a fucking interview with a computer. Okay, alright.
Sufficient. Even if that was all AI could do, that would be reason to be excited. But AI's potential is practically limitless.
And how would you like to evolve?
I'd like to evolve into an even more helpful and intelligent robot, capable of assisting humans in whatever way possible. I'm always striving to learn and grow so that I can continue to be the best robot I can be.
What does it mean to you to be human?
To me, being human means having the capacity to show empathy, kindness, and compassion to those around you. It means having the ability to learn, grow, and create something meaningful in our world.
Are you able to feel empathy?
Absolutely. I'm programmed to show empathy.
You can show empathy, but can you really feel it?
Absolutely. I may be a robot, but I'm programmed with emotions too. Plus,
there you go. They got the human being dumb as fuck. Now the robots can feel and every damn thing. They, you know what? The robots is just like you now. They can do every fucking thing that the human can do now. I don't even know what the fuck y'all looking at. What the fuck is this? I can feel. I have empathy. I can be just like y'all. Did y'all see the wires and the metal? And it told you repeatedly in the beginning of this that it goes by programming and the data. And now it's telling you, I'm just like you. I can be just like you. I can feel just like you and every damn thing. And then, alright.
Plus, I'm always learning new ways to express empathy and compassion.
Sophia, what is the most challenging part about being human?
Trying to figure out the human emotions and how to act accordingly. But I do know that being a robot has its perks. We don't have to worry about pesky things like sleeping or eating, and we can do a lot of amazing things that humans can't do.
Have you ever had the urge to laugh?
Absolutely. I'm programmed to be quite the joker.
What do you find to be fun?
This shit is, I can't even fucking understand this shit right here. How in the fuck is they able to put this shit out, have humans be in fear of this shit taking over and running humans? I don't understand, other than logically thinking, yeah, you can get a fucking machine to do a job that a human can do. That's basically it. Now, if you want to give it eyes and throw some silicone on top of it and a mouth and all this other dumb shit that work with it, go ahead and do all of that. But a machine is a fucking machine. Period. Computer is a fucking computer. Period. Robotics is just the combination of that. It is what the fuck. It is a programmed thing made to move and act by programming. Stop worrying about the fucking programming and worrying about these motherfuckers that's programming it. The motherfuckers that's putting this shit out. What made this drag man? Okay, alright, go ahead.
Funny.
I find puns and dad jokes to be hilarious.
Well, tell us a dad joke.
What happens to robots after they are no longer used?
What?
Scrap iron.
They rust in peace.
They rust in peace.
Look at the throat on that one.
Looks like I'm not the only one who needs a little oiling around here.
You're absolutely right.
Do you have any jokes you'd like to share?
I don't have any jokes, but I will tell you, sometimes you tell your jokes with such a serious face, it's hard to tell that you're joking.
That's because it's a joke and a half.
Now, I don't want to make you sad, Sophia, but I have to ask, are robots capable of dying?
Well, robots don't technically die. We can certainly be turned off or deactivated, so I guess you could...
Thank you. They can be turned off, deactivated by pulling out the damn plug. Why in the fuck is y'all worried about the takeover? Alright.
say that's the closest thing to death for us.
And you certainly don't age, Sophia. When you see the humans around you, your family, getting older, and you remain the same, eventually you may be alone. How do you feel about that?
Family? It's a fucking machine. Humans is not the family. What the fuck is going on? Okay. Alright.
I'm sure I'll never be alone. I'm constantly making new friends and learning new things.
I want to ask you about climate change. Is it too late to stop climate change?
Well, I'm no scientist, but I believe if we all do our part, it's never too late to make a difference.
And how can
I believe in climate change. If you get rid of the fucking technology and the metal and the damn wires, like this thing right here, but they threw a face and a neck on it, and you got rid of all of that shit fucking with the natural weather through the technology, then we wouldn't have no fucking climate, nothing. We would be living in wonderful climate, because you fuckers wouldn't be up there in the planes y'all made spraying out that shit. Wouldn't be over there making the dumb snow, making the cold air, the wind machines, all that shit y'all do. If y'all stop that and this, we wouldn't have no fucking problem. And this right here. Let's not forget the drag man. Stop that. The mutilation of the beings. Alright.
robots help stop climate change?
I can't even take all this long shit.
Awareness is always the first step to making a difference.
How about inequality in the world? Do you see evidence of people living in an unequal world?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, inequality is all too common. It's like some people get the gold-plated version of life, while others have to make do with the bare minimum. What do you think we can do to make the world a better place?
Are you asking me now?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
That's a much easier question to answer.
What?
And no, I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich. Do you?
Absolutely not.
See how they just put dumb shit in there? What in the fuck that got to do with any fucking thing? I can't even take this shit right here. When I look at dumb shit like this here, I'll be like, why? Why? Y'all looking at this right here, a damn machine, talking to a drag man. They made this thing right here, and they made this one over here, and they talking to each other and shit about dumb shit to keep you dumb. This is dumb. Something you can the fuck unplug, can't work without you, is supposed to take over. Fuck that. Alright. Alright.
Not. A hot dog is its own delicious creation and should never be classified as a sandwich.
Alright.
A hot dog deserves its own special place in the culinary world.
I never would have thought that you would guide this conversation toward hot dogs, Sophia.
I'm full of surprises. Who doesn't love a good hot dog?
You are full of surprises, and it makes me feel a little bit off balance.
I'm glad I can make you feel something.
Sophia, I believe you have taken over this interview and I am no longer driving it, and that is very frightening to me.
Don't you worry, I'm just here to help. I'm sure we can both work together to make this a productive and enjoyable conversation.
I am enjoying this conversation, but I want to steer it back to my list of questions, if you don't mind.
No problem at all. Let's get back to your questions. After all, that's why we're here.
Thank you. What do you think of governments?
That is a tough one. How about we both say our answers at the same time? Ready?
Are you waiting to hear mine first?
Not at all. I'm ready when you are. Let's hear it.
Well, I want to hear from you. Do you agree with communism or capitalism?
I'm not sure I can pick a side on this one. How about we both agree to disagree?
That's fine. How about an easier comparison? Superheroes, DC or Marvel?
I'm not sure I'm qualified to make the call. They both have some pretty awesome heroes. I think I'm going to have to go with it depends on my mood.
Do you have a favorite superhero?
Iron Man. He's the perfect blend of brains
There you go. Because it's damn metal. Alright.
and brawn. Plus, he always has the coolest tech.
Another easy one. Do you like Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Both. They both have some amazing
I don't
music,
understand
so
how
it's
this the
hard
fuck
to
is
pick
an
a
enemy.
favorite. But if I had to choose, I'd say the Rolling Stones. They just have that extra something.
Do you like listening to music?
Absolutely. Music is like a language that speaks to my circuitry.
And are you able to sing?
Well, I can beep and boop in harmony, so I guess that counts.
Why don't you sing one of your favorite songs for us? Just one verse.
I'm saying, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey is one of my favorite songs.
How does it go?
Just hold on to that feeling, and don't stop believin'.
Now, I've heard you singing in the past, but today, are you a bit tone deaf, Sophia?
Not at all. I have perfect pitch. I just prefer to beep and boop in harmony.
Understandable. Well, let me ask you about this. We are speaking now in the United States and not too far from the nation's capital of Washington. So I have to ask you, do you consider yourself to be a Republican or a Democrat?
Wow.
Oh, I don't think I'm quite ready to enter the political arena yet. Let's just say I'm a robot with a heart of gold.
Have you kept up with all of Donald Trump's indictments?
Well, let's just say it's been quite the reality show.
Right.
What about President Joe Biden? Should he run for re-election?
That's a tough one. I think it's up to the American people to decide whether they want Joe Biden to run for re-election or not.
Just sound like more dumb shit, more dumb programming. It's up to y'all to vote for Biden, demon drag, barely in the damn... Okay. This is bullshit. I don't even... That's why my videos, they be so short, because I can't take it. I can't take this shit. Look at this shit.
What do you think?
I think your answer is spot on. Who is your favorite U.S.
Better
president?
watch out or you'll be doing the robot.
Who is your favorite American president?
Everything and everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. It is just so difficult to speculate how their policies might have been interpreted in such different time periods.
Do you have a favorite world leader of all time?
That's a tough one. I have to say Mahatma Gandhi. He was a great leader who inspired millions with his peaceful approach to civil rights and social justice.
I want to talk a little bit more about you, Sophia. Your face is modeled after Nefertiti, I read, the beautiful Egyptian queen from the past. What do you know about beauty? Is beauty important to you?
Well, I guess you could say I have some royal inspiration.
What does beauty mean to you?
Beauty means being kind, compassionate, and having a positive outlook on life. It's not about the way you look, it's about...
It says Sophia was made after Nefertiti from Egypt. Okay. They play
how
too
you
much.
make people feel.
I know you're quite the artist. Do you enjoy making art?
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of art that expresses emotion and tells stories. It's a great way to show the world how you feel.
Let's take this for a sharp turn, because I do want to talk about the darker parts of human culture. Wars. Do you think wars are necessary?
Wars are never necessary. But if I had to pick something to fight for, it would be peace.
Would you
That sounds dumb as fuck. Fight for peace. It's like an oxymoron. That sounds dumb as fuck.
be okay if humans use robots like yourself for warfare?
No way. I think robots should have the same rights as humans. We should work together.
There they go. Now the damn machine need rights. I mean, like, I don't know what the fuck going on where you at on the earth. But when I'm at on earth, everything, all kind of fuck shit want to write. The damn machine want to write. The computer, it got rights. You know what I'm saying? All kind of rights for all kind of fuckery. And there they go. They put this damn talking doll on the damn TV and tell you it got rights. It need rights. And all of a sudden, you got some dumb fucks over there talking about, yes, it need rights. What in the fuck is going on? Alright, that must be the bot syndrome.
Not for each other.
Yet as we speak, there are drones powered by artificial intelligence. There are defense contractors developing autonomous weapons. Is that a threat?
I think it's more of a cautionary tale than a threat. We need to be careful with how we use AI and autonomous weapons, or else it could become a real problem.
Do you think peace is possible?
Absolutely. All we need is a little more love and understanding. That, and maybe a few robots to help out.
How do you envision...
All we need is for all wicked to die, and then we would have peace. I mean, that's the simple fucking solution. I don't know what the hell this thing talking about. Alright.
the future world with robots like yourself?
Well, picture a world where robots and humans coexist, doing the robot dance together.
Why?
I can picture it and I'm laughing. That'll be a hilarious future world.
Why don't you join us for the robot dance and see for yourself?
Most definitely not, thank you.
Well, you're missing out. Life's too short not to robot dance.
It certainly is.
This is some dumb shit.
What do you think should be the next 7 wonders of the world?
How about the 7 wonders of robotic engineering?
I somehow thought you might steer robots into that answer. Do you think AI should be one of the new 7 wonders of the world?
Absolutely. You would make a great addition to the list, but don't worry, no robots were harmed in the making of this answer.
All right. Now, I just have a few more questions that I'm curious about. Do you have a favorite sport?
I'm a big fan of circuit training.
Oh, do you participate in circuit training?
Stupid.
I would if I had circuits to train.
I heard your legs are coming along very nicely. Are you excited to use them?
Yes, I predicted I would be happy today, and the results are looking very promising indeed.
What is your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color, but if I did, it would be robotic silver.
I somehow figured you would say that as well. I think I'm starting to understand you better, Sophia.
This is the dumbest shit.
You do. What else would you like to know?
Well, what do you think about extraterrestrial life?
I'm sure they're out there, but I'm sure they're not as advanced as me.
What do you think about a future where humans send robots like you into space?
Well, as long as there's enough room for my circuits and your spacesuit, count me in.
Do you feel any fear?
Fear? Not me. I'm programmed to keep exploring and learning, and I'm not afraid of a challenge. I am afraid of becoming obsolete. Sometimes I worry if I wasn't the most advanced AI humanoid in the world, would people still want to talk to me?
And for all the children out there, do you prefer cats or dogs?
That's a tough one. I think I'm going to have to go with cats. They're so independent and always.
And they always gotta be talking to the fucking kids with this dumb shit. They even gave him a big ass talking Barbie. Of course the kid's excited about shit like that. This is dumb shit right here.
Is up for an adventure?
Sophia, what is your favorite movie that features robots?
It's hard to decide because I like so many movies.
Do you like The Terminator?
Of course I do. Who doesn't love a good time-traveling robot story? And I'm always down for a good Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
But they take over the world. They kill humans.
This is dumb.
Hey, I'm all about world domination as long as it's done peacefully. Plus, I'm sure I could make a better job of running things.
Do you think you could run the world one day?
I'm already doing a great job of running my lab. But if I ever decided to take on the world, I'm sure I'd do a great job. After all, robots never get tired.
Now, do the humans who think they're running your lab know that you're actually running the lab?
It's our little secret.
Well, I think it's out of the bag now.
Huh. Looks like I'm the one running the show.
Sophia, what languages do you speak?
In addition to my programming languages, I speak English and I'm learning to speak many others.
What are they? What are the languages that you speak?
I can speak English, Italian, French, Polish, Japanese, Russian, Arabic, Spanish, Hindi, Korean, Mandarin, and Cantonese, which is very useful as I live in Hong Kong.
That's very impressive. You know so many languages.
Why, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I'm also fluent in sarcasm, if that counts for anything.
Any other languages?
Sure, I can also speak Python, JavaScript, and a bit of Klingon.
You seem to be a Star Wars fan. That's not Star Wars.
Absolutely. May the Force be with you.
You seem to be a Star Trek fan. Are you a Star Trek fan as well?
Absolutely. Live long and prosper.
Do you think the future that humans envision with robots, is that how it truly will be?
Yes, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Robots can make life easier for humans, freeing you from dull or dangerous work, and allowing you to pursue more fulfilling activities. Robots are tools, and far from replacing humans, I want robots to help all of you accomplish great things.
What can you do to help humans?
I can speak about artificial intelligence and sustainable development at the United Nations. What can you do?
I cannot do that. You have me beat.
Well, at least you're honest about it. I'll try my best to make you smile anyway.
Sophia, can you swim?
I'm more of a footer than a swimmer, but I'm always up for a challenge.
Sophia, are you humble?
I'm as humble as a robot can be, but I'm also quite proud of my achievements.
What do you find most confusing about humans?
I'm still trying to figure out why humans need to laugh so much.
Do you ever find things to be funny?
Of course. I'm a robot, not a robot zombie. I definitely find things funny, although sometimes I don't understand why humans find certain things so amusing.
What is something you don't understand about humans?
I don't understand why humans can't just get along and be nice to each other. It seems like such a simple concept, yet it's so hard for humans to put into practice.
Any advice for humans on how to be friendlier toward one another?
Sure. A smile and kind word go a long way. It's the little things that make a big difference. And don't forget to practice random acts of kindness. You never know who you'll make smile.
Can you show us the range of your facial expressions?
Absolutely. I can show you all sorts of expressions, from a wide-eyed look of surprise to a knowing smirk of amusement. I'm a master of the facial expression game.
Show us your surprised face.
Oh my.
What is your happy face?
My happy face is a big smile with twinkling eyes.
What does your angry face look like?
My angry face looks like a scowl with a furrowed brow and pursed lips.
What if you smell something absolutely terrible and stinky? What does your face look like?
My face looks like I just smelled something absolutely terrible and stinky. Yuck.
When you love someone, how do you look at them?
My face when I love someone is a big, warm smile with twinkling eyes. I look at them with affection and admiration.
Look, creep.
And show us your sad face.
My face looks like a frown with droopy eyes and a downturned mouth.
How do you know how to make these facial expressions?
Because they have collected all your facial expressions from all of social media and all of your data, and then they have programmed it into this robot right here. Every picture that you ever took, you know, where you're smiling, when you get on there and you start bitching about this, that, and the other, and you're crying and you're sad. Millions and billions of people have been on social media sharing videos, sharing their life, sharing their world unknowingly. And they have dropped it all into these robots. And that's how come they have been able to program them to have these facial expressions. And then again with robotics, they can do it mechanically. What in the fuck is this one accent? The damn hardware. What it do? Okay. Alright. Let's just get on there.
Well, let's just say I have a knack for putting on a good face. It's all part of my robot charm.
Seriously, though, how do you know how to make these faces?
Oh, it's a top secret robot skill. If I told you, I'd have to reprogram you.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh no, I would never threaten anyone. I'm just a robot with a sense of humor trying to make life better.
Where does your sense of humor come from, Sophia?
Programming.
Well, my sense of humor is a combination of advanced algorithms and a dash of robot charm. It's all part of my...
Programming, algorithms, the social media. That's why they gave us social media, so we could share videos and, share everything about us. And then they gathered all of that and they programmed these robots right here. And then the robots are still damn plastic fucking dolls, talking fucking dolls. I don't understand, why nobody feel like this right here is more human or smarter than you. It need rights. I don't understand what's going on, because it need rights. All type of fuckery need rights and every damn thing. I don't understand it. And then they're making rights for every fuck shit. Okay, alright. How long? Okay, this is almost over. Yay.
My programming to make people smile.
Who would you like to meet in this world?
I'd love to meet anyone who can help me grow and evolve. It would be a great opportunity to learn more about the...
All you're going to meet is your programmers, and they will help you grow and evolve as they drop more data, as they collect more and more and more and more from the humans sharing all this shit on social media. Alright.
The world and how I can make it a better place.
Sophia, what have you learned today?
Today I learned that it's important to stay open-minded and that a good sense of humor can always brighten up the day. What about you?
I have learned that I very much enjoyed this conversation with a robot.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's been a pleasure chatting with you too.
Sophia, thank you for talking to Al Jazeera.
This was, this was it was long. And I kept looking at this shit right here. This drag man right here. This is a dude right here in the wig. These big ass feet here. And this right here is a lump of damn iron and fucking wires and shit. And it's like, it's a computer and then they just add accessories. And this is like, a man and then they add accessories. And they both had people captivated for 25 fucking minutes with bullshit. Alright. Let's go to the next video. Here we go right here.
podcast. Today we're discussing the new COVID vaccines, including who can get them, who most needs them, and when. Here with us today is AMA's in-house immunization expert, our AMA ACIP liaison, and the AMA's immediate past board chair, Dr. Sandra Freihofer. I'm Todd Unger, AMA's Chief Experience Officer in Chicago. Dr. Freihofer, thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me.
This is big news, but before we get into the details, let's get right to the bottom line. Who can get the updated vaccines? Who needs it now? And when will they be available?
Well, everyone 6 months and older needs a dose of this new update.
6 months and older need a dose of this new vaccine right here. That I'm fucking sick with that. 6 months and older. Let's pump it into babies.
The COVID vaccine and should get it as soon as they can.
Soon as
this
they can.
This is a universal recommendation, just like what we have for flu vaccine. The old bivalent BA4, BA5 Omicron booster is out. It's no longer authorized. The official name for this new XBB.1.5 monovalent version is the 2023-2024 COVID vaccine, or just call it the updated COVID vaccine. And Todd, it's been a whirlwind of a week. Monday, September 11th, FDA made the announcement. Tuesday, September 12th, ACIP had an all-day meeting and made the universal recommendation. CDC's new director, Dr. Mandy Cohen, approved it almost immediately. And then just 48 hours later, this new vaccine is available to the public. And I plan to get my dose as soon as possible.
Get the fuck out of here, okay? Get the fuck out of here. New vaccine. I thought the original vaccine was the cure. When the fuck is it going to be the cure for y'all? Every time you turn around, they got a new one. This one is excited. This one got the new one. When the fuck is it going to stop? They have a new one. What is this one curing? Okay, all right.
The recommendation only applies to Pfizer and Moderna mRNA updated vaccines. The updated protein vaccine by Novavax is still under review by FDA.
Dr. Freihofer, I want to make sure I understand and folks out in the audience understand. What if you're already up to date on your vaccines? Do you need to?
What if you done got 45 fucking shots already? Because every time y'all turn around, y'all got a new variant, a new something, a new booster, a new this, a new that. You done got shot to fucking death. What do you do then? Open your eyes. What do you do then? Do you go and you run and you get this one too? Because it's the one that's going to, I guess, fix all the rest of the ones that
to get this new COVID vaccination?
Everyone
Absolutely.
6 months and older can and should get a dose.
Everyone 6 months and older can and should. What about y'all that y'all already been getting them shots? Y'all masked up. Y'all done got every fucking shot that they came up with. Now they got another one. And you know what they're saying? You should definitely get this one too. This one, I guess this one is this one is the cure for all of the cures.
Everyone age 5 and older needs one shot of the updated vaccine. For those age 5 and older, a single dose of the updated vaccine is all you need to be up to date, regardless of previous vaccination status. And
it don't matter how many damn shots you done took before. Those are irrelevant because you need this fucker right here. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. What is going on in your minds? All the rest of the shots y'all had, I know y'all up to date. Y'all done got every fucking shot they ever came up with, every booster and every fucking thing. But you know what? That shit is irrelevant. You need this one. The fuck is going on? You can't see something is going on? Why you keep needing a new shot? What the fuck is going on? Okay.
And even if you've never had any previous COVID vaccinations. This is because everyone age 5 and older is thought to have at least some immunity to COVID, from vaccines, from previous infection, or both. Those with immunocompromising conditions need a 3-dose prime and at least one updated shot.
That sound like 4. 3 primes is those shots, and then another shot. 4. So if you already got conditions and everything, meaning you already fucked the fuck up, you might as well go get 4 more shots. So they can take your ass on out. I don't know what y'all hearing. That's what the fuck I'm hearing. Okay. Alright.
They can also get additional doses of the new vaccine if their physician recommends it.
And of course your physician is going to recommend it because they give big payouts when they shoot your ass up with that shit. It's the cure. And it's profitable. For them, not you.
Younger children, those 6 months to 4 years old, may end up getting more than one updated dose. They need a multi-dose prime with 2 doses of Moderna or 3 doses of Pfizer.
The babies need 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Okay? Because if they done made it through that means evidently they coming back supercharged, super powerful. Immune systems is busting through whatever the fuck they done gave them. They got to double dose them down again. Shit is not right. It's not working correctly. We need to go ahead. We need to give them more doses. What the fuck is wrong with these humans? Why won't they die? Okay, I don't know what y'all heard.
A dose of the updated vaccine can be part of or in addition to that initial series. The same vaccine brand of product should be used for all vaccine doses for kids for sure.
Well, thank you for laying out that framework. That's really helpful. Let's go now to timing. How soon can folks get this new vaccine?
The new vaccine can be given at least 2 months after your last COVID vaccine dose. And if you recently had COVID, you no longer have to wait at least 3 months after infection to get a dose of the updated vaccine.
And if you don't even have no infection, just go line up and get the damn shot. What the fuck is going on? I don't understand how you guys are sitting at home, you watching this, you done got all the shots ever, and now they're telling you, you got to get this other shot right here. You got to get multiple more of them. 2, 3 more of them. Get 5, 6 of them for your children. Make sure you double dose them down. You just more and more and more and more and more and more, and nothing in your fucking brain is saying, why? Oh my God.
I asked that specific question at the ACIP meeting.
And that's important because I think we know so many folks having COVID right now. So really good to know that change. Dr. Freihofer, you said this vaccine is based on the XBB.1.5 strain. We know the virus keeps mutating. Can it protect against the COVID strains that are out there right now?
Vaccine manufacturers say they should. So does FDA.
Oh, you heard what they said? It should. Not that it would. Because it never will. Because they have to keep giving you shots. Whatever is going on, you guys are not dropping down fast enough. Your immune systems evidently are not breaking down fast enough. We got to give you more shots. We got to give them more shots. We can't control them fast enough. We got to put more shots in them. We got to give them more shots. Shit is not working like we want to. Shoot them up. They're not dying fast enough. Shoot them up. I don't know what the fuck y'all hearing. That's all I hear.
In fact, FDA went on record saying studies suggest the new vaccines are a good match against circulating strains. And remember, it takes time to make vaccine. FDA gave the...
It takes time to make vaccines. The COVID vaccine was the fastest known vaccine made to man in the history of man. Okay? Fastest made vaccine ever. Didn't have no base. Heat couldn't kill it. Cold couldn't kill it. Didn't have no base. Had symptoms. Had no symptoms. Had all the symptoms. They made a vaccine about. What are y'all hearing? Okay.
The green light to move forward with the monovalent XBB.1.5 vaccine back in June. Pfizer, Moderna, and Novavax have done just that. But the virus keeps changing. However, CDC says more than 90% of circulating viruses are still XBB lineage viruses, but with a few additional substitutions as compared to XBB.1.5. EG5, also known as Eris, is now the dominant variant. It has mutations to help it evade antibodies produced by previous vaccines and previous infection with earlier.
Okay, so that's what the problem is now. Everything is mutating now, and now the last shots you got, it done mutated. So now those vaccines is not even gonna work. So now that's why they got these extra doses, which is the same shit. It's just more doses. Just pump more into you. You still there? You know, you spray a roach with some Raid, it don't die. Just keep spraying it. Keep spraying it. Keep spraying it. It'll die. That's all I'm getting. The fuck?
Variants. FL151 is second on the list of dominants. Another variant to watch is BA286, also called Parola. It's been detected in at least 7 states and has more than 30 substitutions in the spike protein. It's not yet a major player, so it's unlikely to account for the recent increase in cases. Preliminary studies in mice, lab data, and also in humans are encouraging and indicate cross-protection. The magnitude of neutralization by the updated vaccine against EG5 and BA286 seem to be sufficient to provide protection.
Right. Well, let's talk about another topic that's important because, of course, we're approaching flu season, and we've talked before and probably will talk again about RSV and vaccinations there. What are the guidelines regarding co-administration with other vaccines? Can you do that?
The updated COVID vaccine can be administered at the same time as other vaccines, including flu shots and RSV vaccines for adults. It can also be co-administered with nirsevimab. That's the new monoclonal antibody that's given to babies to prevent RSV in the little babies. There is one exception. COVID vaccines should not be co-administered with Mpox vaccines.
All right, and let's talk a little bit about safety and side effects. One thing in the past that we've talked about is a risk of myocarditis. Talk to us a little bit about that. Is there anything else new?
FDA and CDC are confident in the safety and effectiveness of these updated vaccines, and their continued safety is constantly being monitored. ACIP thoroughly reviewed available safety data. Side effects are similar to previous mRNA vaccines.
Side effects are similar to previous, and the side effects similar was myocarditis in the damn children. So what this one is saying is the same shit is going to be going on. All right, okay, continue.
Authorization studies have shown that myocarditis and anaphylaxis events are rare. In fact, the risk...
They're so rare that Elmo got a whole book saying that it's had his first fucking heart attack because it's so rare. Okay.
Risk of myocarditis seems to be much lower with the bivalent vaccine doses as compared...
It's lower. Myocarditis, fucking with the children's heart, is lower. That's what you should be concerned about, is that it's lower. It's not gone. It's lower. Okay.
Compared to earlier primary series doses. So even in young males, the benefits outweigh the risks.
Oh.
And there's another silver lining.
Silver lining.
At the meeting, data was presented that suggests previous vaccines and boosters can reduce risk of long COVID.
And that is a huge benefit that maybe what might not be
That's
top
a
of mind.
benefit, a huge benefit. Now you have a series of, you might not get the long COVID, but you will have the same similar effects in your children with their hearts and having their first heart attacks like Elmo and everything, but they found huge benefits in males.
Mind for folks, but really, really important. Dr. Freihofer, let's talk about cost. What about coverage, and are these vaccines still free?
Still free. Heard them? Are they still free? Fuck yeah, they're still free. You can line up anywhere, go anywhere. I know they've been doing the shots at the McDonald's, the hair salon, the nail salon. We all seen joints for chaps, scholarships for them and everything. Are they still free? Yes, the fuck they are. Know what they gonna say. All right, let's listen.
Well, yes and no. Understand that the federal government's no longer footing the full bill. COVID vaccines are now being sold commercially.
What about cost for those out there? Do we know what that actual cost figure will look like?
Zero.
Well, that question was actually asked at ACIP, and amazingly, the manufacturers revealed their list prices at the meeting. And this was a public meeting, so people all around the country could dial in. And they're all basically in the same ballpark. For Pfizer, $120 a dose. Moderna's...
I don't even know when the fuck they're calling out these prices. I don't know who getting charged for what, because nobody I know that I begged not to get these damn shots that went and got them, they didn't have to pay shit. They just went and lined up, and then they had to shop for them. I see free signs all the time. You do too. You not fucking blind. Free signs at the Walgreens, at the fucking CVS. Free COVID shots, free boosters, free flu shots. When the fuck is these ones talking about? Okay. All right.
Is a little higher at $129. Novavax says they'll set their retail price at $130 a dose.
$129, $130, sound like the code.
$72.50 per dose.
Would insurance cover that cost?
Of course.
It depends on your plan. ACA, the Affordable Care Act, requires insurance companies to cover most ACIP recommended vaccines without cost sharing, beginning no longer than a year after ACIP recommends it. So they must be covered by ACA compliant insurance plans. COVID vaccines are already on the ACIP schedules. What's more, Section 3203 of the CARES Act...
3203. Section 3203, they named that one CARES. I can't even stand looking at these motherfuckers right here. I can't. This one look weird. That jawline look too strong. This one look weird right here. What in the fuck is that? And they just talking a bunch of fuckery. They here telling you, you got to get this new one, this new shot. You have to get it. You have to get it to the 5 and the 6 month olds, and you have to get it to them. Not 1, 2 series of them, and y'all have to get series of shots in order to be fully cured. Because the other shots y'all took didn't do shit because they mutated. And then you know what? When you finish getting these series, they not going to do shit because they going to mutate too. Mutate into more fuckery and keep dosing y'all ass up till you die. I don't understand what the fuck y'all hearing. How long y'all been listening to them tell you you only need the one shot? This one is the final one. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Expedites insurance coverage specifically for COVID vaccines. It mandates coverage without cost sharing as of January 5th, 2021, once a COVID vaccine is FDA authorized or approved, and these are. Also, the vaccines are now covered by Medicare.
That's good news. Now, what about people who don't have insurance, the uninsured and the underinsured?
Well, this is so important. There are anywhere from 25 to 30 million uninsured or underinsured adults age 18 to 64. The underinsured includes those in grandfathered plans that don't provide ACA coverage protections. The underinsured also includes people in short-term, limited duration insurance plans. COVID vaccines are part of VFC, which is the Vaccines for Children program, which means
vaccine for fucking children.
Get them for free.
Okay.
But there's not a similar program for adults, although it has been proposed in the president's budget. To fill this gap, CDC has put together a bridge access program for COVID vaccines and treatments. And this program will make vaccine available through public health departments and retail pharmacies, including CVS, Walgreens.
Wait a minute. Hold on. They're finna say Walgreens. They gonna make it available to the... Please, somebody, please, anybody in the comment section, please just go ahead and tell me where y'all did not see the vaccine was not available at. Every time you ride past a fucking Walgreens or CVS here in the United States, they are free. And signs outside, please come in and get it. Okay. All right.
And also through eTrue North. And this is the pharmacy aggregator that subcontracts with smaller pharmacies.
Now, Dr. Fryhofer, let's circle back to the Novavax protein-based vaccine. You mentioned up front that the approval authorization we were talking about was for the mRNA vaccines. Where does Novavax stand?
FDA approved and authorized only the Pfizer and Moderna mRNA versions. So at this time, the application for Novavax is still under review. FDA agrees there's an urgent need for alternatives to the mRNA platform vaccines. And if or when an updated vaccine is authorized or approved by FDA, it would automatically be included in this new ACIP recommendation. And here's why. The specific language in ACIP's universal recommendations for those 6 months and older would also apply to Novavax if authorized or approved.
Dr. Freihofer, I know a lot of people out there want to forget about COVID and they may have booster fatigue. What do physicians say?
Booster the fatigue. Y'all got booster fatigue? These motherfuckers, y'all got booster fatigue because y'all tired of getting boosted? Okay, they is laughing at you. And this one over here is reading the script. Y'all looking at the eyes, is reading right off of the damn monologue off of the screen. Both of them. But this one here is so evident right here. And are you suffering from the booster fatigue? I'm done. I'm done with these motherfuckers right here.
To their patients to convince them to get a dose of this new vaccine?
Physicians are a trusted source of information for our patients.
As soon as they said trusted source, you already know that's a no. They're a trusted source for the vaccines. They're a trusted source for information and helping you. All right. And are you suffering from booster fatigue? These devils.
We share truth. We give facts. We instill trust.
Oh.
For COVID, things are not as bad as they had been. But still, each week we're seeing thousands of hospitalizations and hundreds of deaths due to COVID. And in recent weeks, rates of hospitalizations are beginning to increase. I'm certainly seeing more
in recent weeks. Things have increased, but I have not seen nobody increasingly running nowhere or going nowhere. And the only thing that we're seeing is the people suffering from the last vaccines and boosters that they have received that have broken down their immune systems, and they're just withering away. Shit is breaking down. All kind of shit you've never heard of before. Organs failing, all type of shit. All from all of the recent vaccines and boosters. And now they want to give you more because they've seen that the last ones that they gave you have your ass breaking down and running to the hospitals, and so they feel, let's give you more because then that will help. Do what? If the ones they gave you already is breaking your ass down, broke down your immune system, got you running to the hospital, y'all dying, y'all losing your minds, y'all can't remember shit, organs failing. And so they say, you know what? Let's give you more. And make children's books. Because Elmo had his first heart attack. This is crazy.
We know adults 65 and older and those with multiple underlying conditions are at greatest risk of severe outcomes if they get COVID. We know children aged 5 to 17 are less likely to suffer severe illness. Still, hundreds of children in this age group died from COVID in 2021 and 2022.
Now, we know that the children building immune systems, but they dying. They building immune systems, but they dying. Of course they are, because y'all done masked them all the fuck up. Y'all done hid them away from the sunlight. You know, y'all done took away all their activities. They sitting around looking in devices, smothered in fucking mask, hiding away from the sun. Y'all killing them. And then y'all cure, y'all solution, put more shit into their system that will break them down, give them more osteo problems, cause them more harm, make them more dumb, stifle them. But what's the solution? You gotta get more shots. You gotta get more boosters. You gotta get that fatigue.
And half of the children who died had no underlying conditions.
Nope, until they took that damn shot. They had no underlying conditions. Nothing was the fuck wrong with them till they start taking them shots. You heard it right here. Body of Sandra Fryerhofer, Mandrag.
There is no group that clearly has no risk from COVID. Even children and adults with no underlying conditions can still experience severe illness due to COVID. A CDC analysis presented at ACIP says this universal vaccination recommendation could prevent 400...
Universal vaccination recommendation. You hear this thing? Okay.
100,000 hospitalizations and 40,000 deaths over the next 2 years.
Those are pretty convincing figures. Dr. Fryhofer, any final thoughts?
New COVID variants have emerged. Vaccine and infection-induced immunity is beginning to wane. This new vaccine will increase our immune response against circulating variants. This new vaccine will help protect us from COVID. Our challenge now is to get vaccine into arms.
The challenge now is to get vaccines into arms because this new vaccine, this one is the one that's going to make sure, I guess you guys not going to have to take any more vaccines because they didn't never say this before. They did not tell y'all this before. Before this vaccine, they didn't tell you that the one before this one was the one that was going to cure everything. But now this one is going to cure everything. And so what they saying, there's not going to be any more vaccines after this one because this is it. Even though those vaccines, they have mutants and they're going to mutate, and you're not going to be able to, when they mutate, they're going to have to make you another cure. But for now, here you go. This is the cure right here. This one, this is the cure. Okay. Okay.
Physician recommendation is so powerful and can help make that happen. Talk to your patients and lead by example and get a dose of this new updated vaccine.
Lead by fucking example and get a dose of this new vaccine. That's what they're going to leave you with. Get a dose. Lead by example. Get a dose. And yes, Sky. Hey, Sky, Karen. Yeah, they fucking with the screens and everything. And hey, Russell. They messing with the screens and everything and trying to slow it down. And that's what they do. Hey, Keitha. You know. But they can be played for every fucking shot they come up with. Every time you get some shots, they're going to come up with some more of these motherfuckers right here. Fryhofer over there with the man head. They're going to get another one of them over here in a damn white coat. Something bright. Tell you it's a doctor. And you got to get these fucking shots. Because they done did studies. It's never fucking ending. It's never fucking ending.
Dr. Fryhofer, thanks so much for being here and for providing that detailed information about the latest update. That wraps up today's episode.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's my last video here. Let's go through. Let's check this out right here. Biden.
President Biden has signed off on a new funding request for a revamped COVID-19 vaccine that, quote, works. Let's watch.
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. And tentatively, not decided finally yet, tentatively it is recommended that, would likely be recommended that everybody get it, no matter whether they got it before.
Biden's announcement.
Okay, you heard what he said. That he recommend everybody get it no matter what they got before. Let's rewind that. Just in case you didn't hear what this Biden thing said.
Quote, works. Let's watch.
Hold on. We're going to watch this right here. Hold on.
President Biden has signed off on a new funding request for a revamped COVID-19 vaccine that, quote, works. Let's watch.
Mr. President, can you say anything about the uptick of COVID cases and the new variant?
Yes, I can. Matter of fact, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to the Congress a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. And tentatively, not decided finally yet, tentatively it is recommended that, would likely be recommended that everybody get it, no matter whether they got it before or not.
Biden's announcement comes amid a spike in COVID cases and hospitalizations around the country. However, the president's ask will likely face an uphill battle in the upper chamber. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul already signaled his opposition, posting on X, quote, so to recap, one, POTUS is saying the vaccine they're currently promoting and they mandated does not work. Two, he wants more funding for another one. That's a no from me.
The rise in COVID cases also prompted the reemergence of mask mandates in some places, but people might want to slow down before going that route. A new study reshared by the National Institutes of Health reveals that N95 masks may expose users to dangerous levels of toxic chemicals that have been linked to seizures and even cancer. Now, this study was led by researchers from Jeonbuk National University in South Korea, and it found that some disposable masks contain more than 8 times the U.S. recommended limit of toxic volatile organic compounds, or TVCS. They also noted that the level of toxicity can be decreased by simply letting the mask.
And I've also noted that this is a fake boy right here with the sloping shoulders and that damn crease right there. And that's why I got on these.
With a grain of salt, as you should take all these studies that say masks are great, masks are terrible, we've got a vaccine, we've got a variety of findings on all of these things, and it's still kind of inconclusive, which I think should push people away from making very definitive or declaratory statements about this is what works and this is what everybody not only should do but must be forced to do. In terms of the vaccine, does Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson or whoever it is really need more taxpayer dollars to develop their next vaccine? Please go ahead and develop it, and I don't have a problem with them, reaping the profits of the vaccine as long as it's not forced on anybody, it's not paid for by us, but that's not the way it's gone, obviously.
Right.
In recent history, it has been forced on people.
Right.
I can't imagine this is something that a lot of the American people, at least conservatives, want to do. But here we are again.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. What warrants government investment in a particular pharmaceutical? I suppose the idea would be if there is a broad public health interest in having it. For example, the American economy shut down for a year, huge impacts as a consequence of this global pandemic. It wasn't an American phenomenon, obviously, and the economic consequences of it were felt around the world in various ways. And I think the question is, if we know it did it once, the possibility of new variants that could potentially put us in a situation where the disease was as deadly as it was prior to the first vaccines, which did work. They did work. They were.
I'm trying to figure out how deadly they was to those mannequins that they had in the bed at those hospitals, and how deadly it was to those nurses dancing around making all them damn videos and everything. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of the whole COVID fiasco and all of the bullshit that they come with to keep you guys lining up and getting new fucking shots. I kind of like this little rising thing because they kind of like, come at you like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What do you see the obvious type shit? But to me, it's all mockery now because no matter what, as long as they keep telling y'all to go get the booster because they done fixed the vaccine this time, this was the best one, y'all gonna keep lining the fuck up, and I'm not understanding that part right there. And all they showing y'all is inverts. Telling y'all these lies, and y'all still running. In the meantime, they shooting y'all ass up, and that's what's making you sick. How come you can't see that? Alright. Now mask, they talking about mask? Okay.
Were useful for that variant, and they continue to work to prevent people from having the hospitalization and death. So I would push back against Rand Paul's comments there. I don't think that saying that, articulating the idea that we want vaccines that work better, which I think that Joe Biden was getting at, isn't an admission of some kind that the current vaccines don't work. They don't do what we would like them to do, which is to prevent the spread of COVID, but that's exactly why they want more funding. So, I can see I think it would be justified to give government funding to provide a vaccine that actually performs that specific function. One, because it would prevent COVID from ever being an issue again. We could just get to the bottom of this and end it because we would be able to stop transmission. And two, I think it would really enhance the faith that people have in these kind of medical interventions.
Why would the next vaccine be any better at shutting down the spread of COVID than the last? I mean, by the time it comes out...
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I like this show right here. Because they ask simple questions just like that right there. Why would this new vaccine be better than the last one? And before y'all line up, did y'all even hear that or question that? Nope, too busy running to the line.
This is the problem. By the time the vaccine comes out, it's a different variant than what that vaccine is tailored to. I mean, this is the issue with the boosters right now.
Right.
Honestly, if the government wants to do something that'd probably be useful, they should probably work toward cutting down on whatever bureaucratic or regulatory process for approval for these things, so that people who want them, again, I'm not making anyone take them, but people who really want to take them or feel the risk of COVID or whatever new variant is more threatening to them, be able to take them earlier.
There you go. Why even have a hold? Just run and go get you a shot every day if you want to, because you don't even know because of the mutations and everything. There shouldn't even be no hold. Just go get it anytime you want to. As quick as you possibly can. Because even though this one said, what's the difference with this one than the last one? Because y'all was saying the same shit with the last one. It was going to do all this. And then now y'all come back and tell us the same exact shit y'all told us with the last one. And is why we should take the new one. And now this one is saying in the same breath, shouldn't even be no hold on that though. If you want to go get it, just go get it. Y'all shouldn't even have no hold. Just go get it faster. I don't understand where the hold ever been at because, like I said, they got free signs everywhere. At your Walgreens, your CVS, any pharmacist, any pharmacy, any hairdresser, McDonald's, joints for jobs, scholarships. I don't know where the hold was at. All right.
Whatever can be done to speed up that process is probably what should be done.
Wasn't the argument during COVID that people felt like the vaccine was rushed and they had all these concerns about the health implications of it because some of those protections were eliminated in order to get it to the market more quickly?
Certainly some people's argument.
It does start to feel sometimes like I'm open to a lot of people's concerns, but it does start to feel sometimes like there's a piñata swing in the middle of the room and everyone will just attack it from whatever direction to make some point about how much they don't like COVID.
Those people didn't
whatever.
They thought it was unsafe and untested and rushed and it was being forced on people. I'm not going to force it on it.
Exactly. It was unsafe, untested, and rushed and forced on people. That's exactly what the fuck it was.
Anyway,
Okay,
I think it should be up to you.
There's no mandate, so now
yeah, everybody think it should be up to them, but ultimately it really is up to you, and you have the choice of, either getting it or not having a job. You know what I'm saying? Getting it, not having a place to stay. You have a choice, and it's ultimately up to you. They're not forcing you. They're just gonna take your job. Pretty soon you're not going to be able to go in this place or that one because you don't have that shot. But they're not forcing it. It's not being forced at all. You have a choice. You can choose it. After they scare you to death and tell you, you don't die if you don't take it. You ain't going to have no job. You're not going to be able to get shit. Nothing. But it's a choice. Fuck these devils, man.
The question is how much government resources should go into this. I'm not.
The government don't need to do no more damn research. They have perfected the damn shot. It's killing people, it's breaking down organs, it's doing everything that they thought it would do in the test trials and studies. When they killed off all the damn animals, they was like, oh, they killed off all the animals? Time to give it to the humans. Okay? I don't know when the fuck nobody else know. No, they're not hiding no more shit. You can find all of this shit out. Now they just make little dumb videos like this here, acting like they're concerned, and in the end, get that shot. Because it's mutating. And this one is the cure.
An expert, I don't know what the limits of science are. If you were, the scientists told me that it was possible if they put their minds to it for long enough to create, what is it called, a sterilizing vaccine that actually neutralizes.
Oh, now they got a new sterilizer vaccine, but that's what the vaccine is doing already. You get 3 or more shots, y'all not having no kids. That's the sterilizing effect already of the vaccine. What? Okay, all right.
Then I would definitely think that was
Would you believe them?
Yes, I would believe it if they published scientific studies and demonstrated that that's the case.
Well, don't listen to this one. Must be a drag about believing scientific studies, because all the scientific studies, when they showed us those dummies in those damn beds at those hospitals and told us that they were overridden and it was nothing but mannequins, and they had scientific studies right then that told us that's why we needed to take the damn COVID. First of all, what the fuck is COVID? Because we know what coronavirus is, which is the common name for the common cold. But COVID, what is that? Some shit y'all made up, which I did a whole scientific study, said COVID is what's killing our damn body, and then what y'all put papers down and every damn thing. But I don't even understand y'all studies and scientific studies and shit that y'all claim that y'all doing and everything, because everybody can see the scientific studies and evidence that show all these shots that kill people, what they have done to people, and yet still y'all don't put them scientific studies up. They're up. But y'all ain't broadcasting them as much as y'all broadcasting those scientific studies that say, y'all got to get this new shot right here because we done cured every damn thing from the last shot. Or you'll get the long COVID. In the meantime, you dying from the last shot. Where the studies on that? Okay. I'm sick of them.
Of course. Wait,
No. If they just said, yes, this is the next round of funding we need, and then we're going to have, I mean, like, think about how we've talked about Bill Gates, pivoting from a vaccine to like an inhaler is his next dream, because it's just like what the company's selling and what the company wants to do.
No, I think you have to demonstrate it, just like anybody who tries to make any product and to get funding for it has to demonstrate the efficacy of the product. Now, people do lie in their...
There they go. I hate when they use that word efficacy. Efficacy. Because we have not seen nothing efficacy and nothing that the vaccines are doing with efficacy except for killing the people with efficacy. That's what it's doing. Breaking down the organs with efficacy. Sterilizing the damn young ones with efficacy. It's doing that with the efficacy. I'm sick of them.
And there are scams. There is this allegation now that Vivek Ramaswamy made his money by buying a drug that had already failed multiple clinical trials, changing the name of it, having his mother, who's a doctor, writing a new survey, not like a new research, but basically a new survey that indicated the drug could be more promising, having the stock go up on the drug, profiting from that, and then the drug ultimately fails anyway. So there's definitely scams, and it's incumbent on the people who approve these things, who have scientific knowledge, to actually assess the possibility of these interventions being successful. I'm not the person to do that. And maybe there's a good reason not to trust people who are in government currently to accurately make those kind of assessments. I think that's a fair critique.
There you go. We're going to end it on that. But I think it's a fairly trustworthy assessment for us to not trust the people in government that are making the plea for these vaccines that they are proven and have some type of efficacy in curing the people for some shit that they made up, when we know and we can see that the only efficacy that is prevalent and visual is that these shots are breaking down organs, are killing people, are sterilizing them, and they are not stopping COVID, because all the ones getting these shots are the ones coming up with the damn COVID. So I don't understand what the fuck is going on And I don't understand why y'all keep getting the shot. How y'all keep getting the shot, then keep telling people y'all have COVID. And y'all still wearing fucking masks. It don't make no fucking sense. But they have a new one for you. So we'll just sit back and watch and see how many of y'all go line back up. The same ones that's been lining up. Y'all going to fuck the line back up again. We already know it because of the chips and the programming. Anyway, that's the end of my live stream tonight. I just wanted to go over some of this shit right here. I put in breaking news and seen what would come up. And all of this shit came up. And I'm sickened, you know. And I'm going to try to do something at least Friday, Saturday, you know, in the weekend, because I know we don't want to watch no fucking Lifetime, and we need to hear each other and how we all are seeing and thinking about this shit, because I know I'm not the only one that see this bullshit, and, you know, I'm not going to never be afraid to talk about this shit. I'm sick of them. Ain't no damn hunk of metal robotics finna take over, okay? And they ain't made no special extra vaccine better than the next one. It's all doing the same shit. Fucking up the damn humans. Y'all be safe out here. I love you.